I am working out. You can hear it. I got the exercise bike in my house. And, AC, they took his last video down. They are coming at this guy hard, man. She waited 13 years for this guy to come home from prison, you know. And they're going to take this one down too. 19 minutes. I'm only coming up on 3 minutes. I mean, it's a damn shame. It really is. If they would put this much time, energy, and desire in teaching their sons how to read at grade level. Isn't this what B.G.S. Hitmore talked about all the time? That black boys are not reading at grade level, and that, Senator Moynihan, who has been passed away, he said the same thing, that they need to read to their children. And instead of talking about the things that matter and solving the problems that matter, like me, every time I get on this bike, I am fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my health. I'm losing the weight. If they would spend more time reading to their black sons, if they would spend more time exercising and being productive and wearing their own natural hair, maybe we can move forward as a group of people. But instead, they just want to get people's channels taken down. See, this is your enemy. This is your enemy. This is your enemy. I will find that scripture. I keep forgetting. I talked about it before. She has become our enemy. I want us to really, really understand this. Stop thinking about sex all the damn time. I wouldn't even sexually pleasure my enemy. No, I see the vast majority of them as our enemy, 100%. They act just like an enemy. If they're not an enemy, are they a friend? Absolutely not. This is not friend behavior. We're not talking about them. We're talking about their bad behavior. That's the difference. That is the difference. Right? So, as you see, this is not going to stop. And it just shows you. If you haven't got it by now. And let me also say this, closing it out. I'm sitting here. I'm watching The Amazing Lucas, right? Let's talk about The Amazing Lucas. I don't, there's some things about him I don't like. If you've been around him long enough, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't think I'm sub to him. But what he said, the video I saw, recommended, makes all the sense in the world. Charleston White said, they keep brutalizing us, and we as a people, we keep doing nothing about it. And this is making us look bad as a people. It's making us look soft. It's making us look weak. It really does, man. We, Willie Lynch, Letter, whether you want to believe it or not, we will attack each other 0 to 60. But if a white man killed your child, you want to talk about marching, right? See, it's not about eye for an eye when it comes to the white man. It's just eye for an eye when it's your people. Like he said, why should I care about Sonia Massey? That's what Charleston White said when the community ain't did nothing to avenge her life. And I agree. And you get these black women, instead of working on themselves, like I'm doing right now, changing themselves like I'm doing right now, bettering themselves like I'm doing right now, they just want to flag your channels, delete your video. Because remember, they just don't like what you're saying. That's all it is. Forget about us changing ourselves for the better. The video I did yesterday, that's what the brother said in his video. He said where he lives at, all he sees is pajamas in public. But see, to them, that's hate speech, saying that you see them walking around. It's hot as fuck today. I haven't even left the house yet. It's hot as fuck today. And the minute I go outside, I'm going to see a black woman with pajamas and slippers walking down the fucking goddamn street in broad daylight. And this is insane. And even, you know what's interesting? You don't see old black women talking about this, because we know some of them use TikTok. Why aren't they talking about this? Remember, my son's mother told me a long time ago, she said women don't listen to women. I'm sorry, she said women don't listen to men. Women only listen to women. And she's totally right. So I'm sitting here, why aren't the old black women correcting them and telling them, why are you walking out of the house in your pajamas? Let me tell you something. I rarely ever forget anything. I remember when I was a young child, I think I was 10 years old, or teenagers. And there was, in the South Bronx, mind you, there was a young black girl, maybe like 13, 14, 15, around those ages. She had a baby in a stroller. And everybody come around, oh, whose baby is that? Oh, all the girls were picking the baby up. She allowed them. This older black woman walked up to her and said, oh, this baby is so beautiful. Whose baby is that? Is that your mother's? She goes, no, that's mine. I will never forget this day. She goes, are you married? And she goes, no. And she goes, ugh. And she walked away. Those days are long gone. It's long gone. No, there is no more shame towards unmarried women. There's no more shame. That's exactly what she did. I think I was maybe like 13. I will never forget that day. There's no more shame in the black community. Just flag the truth tellers, right? They don't want to change. They don't want to lose the weight like I'm doing right now. They just want to flag the people who are telling you that you need to stop being obese because this will kill you at some point, right? This is your women that everybody loves to talk about. Our women. Your women are steadily flagging channels and not accepting truth, sir. This is what they're doing. So I've been doing this every day. Just get up and get on the exercise bike and exercise, and it feels good. It feels good to get that nice endorphin rush at the end of a workout. That is the reward. That is the drug, the runner's high, whatever they want to call it. But instead of changing, they just delete channels. And this is what I'm saying. So for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Well, to me, I keep seeing this shit right here, and I say to myself, I'm done helping them. They are not my women officially. The ones that I know personally that are good, I will go to bat for you. If I got it, I will give it to you. But everybody else, if I don't know you, excuse my French, you are shit out of luck. This is the way I feel. If I don't know you personally and you ask me for help, you're not getting it, because they have shown themselves to be our enemy. This is what they've shown. And I don't help my enemies. I don't have sex with my enemies. I don't pleasure my enemies in any way, shape, or form. And none of this is going to stop the judgment of the Most High. She who is my enemy. I will not forget that scripture. I'll put it up at the end of this video.